here. The music is on, the theme music. The bass is about to drop. You can't hear it. There it goes. Boom. Thanks for joining us today, Monday, February 5th?
Yes.
February 5th, 2024. We are happy to be coming to you live from the Done Better studio here in beautiful Pompano Beach, Florida. Christy is my co-host today.
Hi, everybody.
And we're talking about turning passion into profession.
Yes.
That's a better title.
You should have done that.
Making your passion your profession.
Yeah.
Get paid for your passion. And so we often think, how do we come up with shows? And something happened Friday that led to this, and then something happened today that reinforced it. So today we take walks to the beach, at the beach, a couple of times a week.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you heard it, but we pass a lot of the same people.
Yeah, we do.
And some of them, say good morning, some don't. Well, in front of us, there was a woman who said good morning to a guy. And he said, well, I'm here.
I didn't hear that.
No. And I thought,
I didn't hear that.
And I was going to say, do my best, David Goggins. No, it's Joe Rogan. Showing up is half.
Yes.
But problem was he was a city employee.
Oh.
And that's not what you want your employees to say, I'm here.
Right.
All right.
All right, I'm here. Like it showed up.
100% showing up is more than half the battle, typically, like showing up to the gym, showing up to martial arts, showing up to these live casts every day when we say we're going to, showing up for a course that you signed up for. Because just showing up, then you get the energy.
Yeah.
And you get the camaraderie, you start getting fired up, you start getting into it. But when it's your job and
you don't like it,
that's the best you can muster when somebody walks by. And was it really cordial and nice? Probably see them. It's like, I'm here. I got the case of the Mondays. Maybe that was just it because it is Monday.
Maybe.
But so that was it. The second thing was on Friday, I belonged to a BNI group, Business Networking International. And the question of the day was, if you never had to work on Fridays, if you didn't have to work, what would you do with your Fridays? Because our meetings are on Fridays. And everyone has the pretty typical answers: beach, fishing, go to lunch with their loved ones, sleep in, go to the gym. And when I kind of laid out my day, I was like, oh, this is my day.
Yeah.
Go to the beach, have breakfast,
Yeah.
come here, create some cool stuff in a cool studio, show up for a BNI meeting and hang out with some cool entrepreneurs, produce some podcasts in the afternoon with some cool people. That's a pretty good day.
It is. Well, it's always good whenever whatever you enjoy doing, you figured out a way to make it a business.
Yeah. So, or even not your business, even if you're working at it. Like I had 30 years in the fiber optic construction industry, and one end of it, one way or another. And I don't care. You pick a day out of 30 years. I'd never said, is it only 11 o'clock yet? Right? It's like, holy crap, it's already 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like every day. So whatever I do, if I'm going to do it, it's probably going to be with passion. If I get bored, I have to change.
Yeah.
I don't allow myself to just be kind of go through life humdrum and
make the best out of whatever situation you're in, right?
do something. I mean, stop doing it. If you don't like it, stop doing it. Find something, because life is way too short. We had the lifeline, the life chart, and man, if you had to go through and color those ones, those weeks like gray for the blahs weeks that you had to work at something you had to, and you see how many of those could add up. That would be sad.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe sometimes it's not turning your passion into getting paid. Maybe sometimes it's turning the way you get paid into a passion. Find something.
Yeah, something that you like about it.
Yeah, and then
it's going to motivate you.
Outsource what you don't like to do about it, or talk to your boss and get into the position where, and we have assessments for that, by the way. We've got DISC assessments. We know people with the other assessments that can tell you exactly what you should be doing. We have an acumen assessment. We've got people again in our circle who have different types of assessments.
Mhm.
Just come to coachingdonebetter.com, jump on my profile, and make an appointment with me, and we'll go through and figure out what kind of assessment you need to figure out your passion. And I'll either it'll be DISC or Acumen or something I have, or I'll be putting you in touch with somebody else who can give you an assessment probably for free or very low cost. I'd say within $100 or $200 to figure out what in the hell you should be doing
Yeah.
with
Or
your
if
life.
you're a boss, right? And you need to motivate your employees.
Yeah.
It's like it's a good way to figure out what motivates each person and how
Well, it's
to
good to
figure out what
shake
they
up
like to do.
the deck. All right. Maybe
Yeah.
you've got some good people. They're showing up on time. They got integrity, but you can just tell there's some spark missing. Let's give them some assessments, figure out what maybe we're just changing the positions and roles. Maybe
Mhm.
it's defining the roles that, I think there's a study done about how most bosses think, leaders, bosses, it's money that motivates workers, and it's really not. It's one of like the top, maybe it's in like the top 10, but it's probably not even the top 4 or 5.
Yeah, there's something else
Yeah,
that's motivating.
recognition,
Yeah.
title. Um, and these assessments will tell you what these people want.
Mhm.
If it's verbal recognition in public, if it's in private, confidential recognition, if you just go, well, good, I'll recognize everyone once a week. I'll pull someone up. Maybe they don't want that, but they would love it if you called them to your office and told them they were doing a great job.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, each person's individual.
yeah, but you wouldn't know that. You always assume everyone's like you because you want to treat people the way you want to be treated, and you should be treating them the way they want to be treated. So
Mhm.
that's where DISC is good, and that's what I'm
Yeah.
certified in.
Would that be like considered the same thing as like their business love language?
Absolutely, I would
Instead
say
of
it's our business and personal love
Yeah.
language. It's like how do you? And we talked about this in another episode. If you just go look for the thing, it says DISC. It's really colorful. The thumbnail, can't miss it. But yeah, for sure, I think 100% their love language, speaking to them in their love language and their business language and it's called a behavioral trait or their modality
Mhm.
is what we call it in the biz. But so for you example, when I met you, we were both doing things. We are in places that we didn't want to be.
Mhm.
We were doing things that we liked,
Yeah.
but we were doing them for people we didn't really like
Well,
necessarily.
I don't want to say that I wasn't doing it for someone that I didn't like because I was essentially still kind of controlling my own business,
Mm-hmm.
but I hit a ceiling.
Yeah.
Like I knew I went as far as I could
Mm-hmm.
in that position in that place, and
Yeah. And you had,
yeah, and I knew I'm capable of doing more.
so you did something about it.
I did.
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
became a realtor
Yes.
part-time. So
Yes, I started out part-time.
first off, somebody, one of your clients, long time clients, saw something in you that said you would be a great realtor.
Yes.
And
And he kept pushing me and pushing me. He was
Right.
a regular client, and he would every time I saw him, he was like, "Go get your license. Go get your
Right.
license. I'll help you.
I remember that when you went and got your
Yeah.
license, when did it kind of say, yes, this is something, was it after you started practicing a little bit on the side?
Well,
Or was it when you were like,
yeah,
because you
I
knew
knew
what real estate agents
Yeah,
did.
I mean, I kind of knew what was involved, but until you actually get your license, you start, out there in the field, on the ground, working, you don't really fully understand it.
Yeah.
What's all involved. But once I understood what the job required, I knew that I was more than capable,
Yeah.
just compared to the other professionals that I had been in contact with.
Right.
And I also really loved it. I knew that I was impacting people's lives in a positive way,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the reward.
The passion.
Yes.
It was
Yeah.
helping people.
That was the fulfillment that I
Yeah.
got from it, and I honestly did not feel like I was working at all.
Yeah. Well,
Where the other job I enjoyed it, but I still was like, okay.
Well, one of the
gotta
things that
work
I
today.
notice that you do a good job at is what I always hear. And Gabe just said hello. Gabe is
Hi.
the reason I do live streaming.
Oh,
Gabe does it the most. He does it the best.
Okay. Hi,
he's
Gabe.
he's a pioneer in live streaming. He really, really is. So check out Gabe Leal. Anyway, one of the things that I noticed that you do is in the real estate, they say buying a house is one of the top 3 or 2 most most stressful
Yeah, it's one of the
in
top 5
experiences in your life. And then you
Mhm.
do it what 3-4 times in your life.
Mhm.
And what I notice is you take that away. You turn that stress into enjoyment. You make it a memorable, really
Yeah,
experience for the person buying and selling. And I think
I
that is
try
a
to. Yeah,
humongous gift
it is. It
because
is.
it's less I mean, I see the stress that you kind of take your stress.
Yeah, I do. But I also have enough experience at this point to know as soon as I'm dealing with any person or property, I'm good at recognizing things that might be a potential problem and working
Yeah.
on those solutions right
Cutting it
away
off. Yeah.
to, have options and deal with it and shield the clients from those little details and handle all the stuff on the back end so that we make the transaction as smooth as possible.
Yeah. I mean, it
Yeah,
has been
that's
really
what they hire me for,
right.
essentially,
And
right?
that's
It's
you're
my
very
experience, my
unique.
knowledge,
That's one of the things
and
that sets you apart from other agents, I think, is that
hopefully,
you make
yeah.
it a point to do that.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah, I delve into the details and like, oh, this could be a problem, so let's deal with it now
yeah,
before it is a problem.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
because of the people that you surround yourself to. Hopefully, the people that you recommend
Mhm.
to the people that you're looking for, because one of the first steps into buying anything is becoming pre-qualified. So that
Mhm.
way, you know exactly what they're going to be able to fit into. If it's a condo, what kind of condo? Because there's we just did a big long podcast
Yeah.
with Christy and the Toker brothers.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, Benchmark. Ari and
Benchmark.
Danny
Yep.
Tokar.
And
Yeah,
and
those
so
videos will be coming out soon. Yeah,
pre-qualifying them is one thing that you're adamant about because it's
of
a waste of
course.
time without it. And
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah,
be
but it's also more than that. It's also me establishing a relationship with whether you're a seller or a buyer and what your situation is and what your goals is and helping you
yeah.
reach that.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you're pre-qualified and you can buy something for, $500,000, $1 million, but maybe you don't have cash. So now I know we need to go buy a property that doesn't need a whole lot of repairs or
Right.
something,
Exactly.
It's those little details and things that are going to help the whole experience.
Yeah, but also
so
again,
much better.
but guiding them into a way that to where they're working with successful people, with people
Yes.
that can also solve the problems
Yeah.
on their end. Working with people, well, my cousin is a broker, a mortgage broker, and I'm going to use them. And they live in Wisconsin, and they're telling me that the insurance should be $500 a year.
Right. And it's no.
And we know South
Yeah.
Florida is just different. So you're good about that too. Is you've cultivated a super team around you
Yeah.
of people who
Yeah.
help get ahead of these
Yeah,
problems.
I need those people.
Yeah, the
around me.
title.
Yeah. Like
Just-
just today, I'm putting up the listing and the property needs some things and I'm handling it for the
Yeah.
client. Like
Right.
just take it over, do it because they don't want to do it.
Who does?
That's my service.
Yes.
Like I know the people, I'll just put it in place and get it done.
Yep. And you use the photographers that is going to give good pictures
Yes.
and anyway,
Yeah.
that's kind of how that's your passion. Your
Mhm.
passion is really getting into those details and bypassing those problems ahead of time.
Yeah. And
So-
maximizing the profits or the purchase that they're
Yeah.
going to do. Finding the best deal for them.
Right.
Yeah.
So I
I'm
think
a digger. I'm a deal digger.
you are in every aspect
you
of
are
our
a pit
lives.
digger. I'm a deal digger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Exactly.
I do that. But getting back to turning my passion into a profession, I started part-time and I realized quickly that this is something I really enjoy. And how do I turn it into a business, into a living or making
Right.
a living, right? And if eventually got to the point where it cost me money to go to my regular 9-to-5 job.
Exactly.
And I started I was losing money by continuing to work. And once I hit that threshold, that point, I was like, okay, I need to make some changes.
Well, that's the thing is it's that tipping point, right?
Mhm.
So just
Yeah.
because I want to
Yeah. And it's not
acknowledge
easy.
Gabe because he said he wants to interview us to find out how we got into this. So
Oh, good.
2 thumbs up and a 6-pack of beer on
Yeah.
that for sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
But it's not easy. It wasn't easy for me to work a full-time job and then start a
Yeah.
whole nother career on a part-time basis. It's not easy,
yeah,
but if you really like what you do,
Well,
you
that's
just
it.
figure it out.
You
just
have
do
to make
it.
some
Yes.
sacrifices.
Yeah.
And so sometimes a passion, you better be a passion, because it's going to be hard to make that your
Yeah.
profession as you transfer from your 9 to
Mhm.
5 as your GAOB, just over broke, into your passion. Again, it could be a job, it could be a position, a dream position.
Mhm.
So it's still a job, but it's got
Yeah.
room to grow. It's
Yeah.
got room for advancement. You've got
Mhm.
people that are edifying you and lifting you
Mhm.
up, and you could do the same to them. You
Yeah.
believe in what you're doing.
Yes.
And so the sacrifice to transfer, that's a whole nother
Mhm.
show in
Mhm.
itself.
Yeah.
I
But
think, how
it's
do you
worth it.
transfer?
It's worth it if that's really what you want to do and that's really what you enjoy. Because I knew it's going to be tough for a couple of years.
Well, how did you
and
do
it's
it?
going
I
to be
mean, what was the
hard.
first thing that you'd say if you're doing something and then you have a passion and you're trying to do both? How do
Mhm.
you set yourself up for the shortest transfer?
I would say, like in my case,
Well, and I mean,
or
that was a while
anybody.
ago, and
Yeah,
times changed a
it
little bit.
was. It was a while ago. Learn everything you can about that profession, how to get started, what are the salaries, can you do it? Figure out if it's right first. I
Yeah.
would say is the first step, right?
Well, I think for me, it's finances. Get your finances in
Yes.
order
Yeah.
so you can
Yeah.
make less
Yes.
while you're doing, you're working
Yeah.
the same, but now maybe you're not working your overtime.
Mhm.
Definitely not putting the same effort in because you're paying
Mhm.
attention to this other thing now. But you can transition quicker if you don't have a lot of debt around your neck
Right.
holding you
Yeah,
down.
finances definitely come into
Yeah.
play depending on the situation. But also, if you already have like a little side hustle, like all that money
Should be.
we just banked
Yeah.
until I got into the position where I knew, okay, I got 6 months, I better make it.
Yeah.
After that,
Yeah.
have some
Having each
sort
other.
of
We had each other
cushion.
too. Was
Yeah.
good. So having a partner
Yes.
helps. But even
It
if you
does.
don't, it shouldn't stop you. This is a country where there should be very few excuses. People work 3
Mhm.
jobs.
Yeah, I
And
did. I worked 3
yeah,
jobs
so
as a
but
single mom.
eventually you get to start taking one of those away and you're replacing it
Yes.
with another,
Yeah.
and then you get to lose that third one or
Yeah,
the
I
second
think it's
one.
also having the mindset that there's going to be tough days, tough times. It's going to take more work.
Yeah.
It's going to take some sacrifice. Like everybody else is out having a good time on Friday night and you have to work early Saturday morning
Mhm.
because now you're taking on this second obligation.
Yes.
And you can't do that. You have to put your nose to the ground and you just have to make those sacrifices and do it.
Yeah, and they're
And it'll
worth it.
pay off at the
Yeah.
end. Yeah, because
The
I
time.
knew that if I didn't make that change, I was always going to be in that position. And it's not bad. It's not bad, but I knew I wanted more.
Especially
I knew I
if,
was
if
capable.
drinking and carousing and doing that stuff is not your, I mean, it's going to limit
No.
you. And I mean, your
Right.
passion doing this is good. Your enjoyment is coming from what you're doing Saturday morning.
Mhm.
So it's like, oh, I'm not going to be able to go out
Yeah.
and, maybe you go
Right.
out.
Yeah.
We used to go out, watch the bands,
Yeah.
leave after the first set instead of staying until the closing time. 4
Right.
in the
There's a
morning.
balance.
Yeah.
There's a balance.
Yeah.
But there will be times where you want to do something else, but
Yeah.
you just
And that's
put in
the
the
difference between
discipline.
success and failure.
Yes. And also in the beginning, I took jobs and clients that nobody else wanted.
Yeah.
Right?
So
Just
be
to
willing
get-
to do the
Yeah.
things no one else wants to do in that
Yes.
industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the way you learn.
To learn. Yes.
Yep.
To learn that I could see why nobody wanted this job right in the beginning. But also you have to go through that experience, I think, to
Yeah.
in the beginning too, you're going to get those jobs more readily, more available, and I just took them.
I think in the beginning you should take the word no out of your vocabulary.
Yeah,
Now,
take
when
everything.
when there is a place where you become more successful, where no is powerful,
Mhm.
and we say
Mhm.
no a lot
Mhm.
now, but not in the beginning.
No.
Well, in the beginning, you never ever say no. You say yes, and then you go find out the answer. Even if, do you know how to do this? Absolutely. I can help you. Give me
Yes.
24 hours. Tell me exactly. And then you start asking them, well, I know how to do it, but I need to find out exactly what you want. So then you start asking smart questions
Mhm.
to find out what you need to take to someone else. And then you're going to come back with follow-up
Yeah.
questions when you
Yeah.
take it to that expert. But having that expert, that mentor is
Yeah, I
important.
was just going to say having a mentor,
Yeah.
if you could find somebody
Ooh,
that
it's a big one.
it
My stuff's
has-
not working
yeah,
like my,
has
I don't know
gone
what
through what
happens.
you're going through,
But that was a firework one.
whether it's in that profession or not. just, having someone there that's going to give you a truthful answer.
Yes.
And resources, and someone that could help you, someone that could guide you. That's really important.
Absolutely. So we've been lucky, both of us, I think, in having some great mentors, being around people that support us.
Hmm.
And so real estate is coming. We got 10 minutes. I got a 3 o'clock call on Mondays. So these are our half-hour calls today. But Christy is an expert real estate. If you have a property in the South Florida area that you're looking at buying or selling, she's your
I'm
huckleberry.
your girl.
Yes. Flamingo Realty.
Nobody outworks me.
Yeah.
But also you made a big transition.
I have made a big transition.
You have.
Yeah. But I'm here to help people now with speaking and presenting. So if you are a coach, we've got Coaching Done Better platform. It's a platform that's like no other, and that's coming off the ground. Use Done Better 90 for 90 free days. If you're a coach, just go to Coaching Done Better, put in the code Done Better 90 days before you pay your first month. And I work with you also weekly to get your message crafted and get people to your site, your profile.
Yeah.
But also,
and you have a speaking class coming up.
Yeah.
Too, right?
Speaking Done Better. So if you want to present better.
Yes.
If you are
actually I'm going to take it.
If you're in a career, we just had a couple other people signed up, so we've got a few more spots. But February 13th, Tuesday night, is the first mastermind.
And
so it's a true mastermind.
Once a week,
2 hours a night from 7 to 9 Tuesday night, starting February 13th, which is the day before Valentine's Day. So for your sweetheart,
Valentine's Day is. Yeah.
Get better at speaking and presenting, and present your intentions better. But yeah, if you're interested in that, that's $1,000, but I guarantee you $10,000 worth of value. Literally $10,000 worth of value. So it's for one, you give me 1,000, I'm going to give you $10,000 worth of value. It's 6 weeks of coursework, 1 week in here filming for a 10-minute speaker role. If
the classes are on Zoom at night.
They're on Zoom or they're in person.
Yeah, or you could come here to the studio. The other thing, so that brings up something else to me, is not only having mentors around you, it's having like a support system or a support team. Like with me, I was a single mom. So I had to make sure that I had, people that could watch the kids when I was busy, or help, hire a cleaning person to come in and take over the cleaning because I was making more money instead of cleaning. Those different things that you could outsource, that's going to make your life a little bit easier. And if you have family around you or good friends,
and
talk to them. And
the good thing is getting a good accountant too, because you can start spending money. You can upgrade your car. You can upgrade the things that you do in your life because it's deductible.
By owning your own business, you get more write-offs.
Yeah, if it's your own business kind of thing. I think even if you're working for a company, there's ways that the little things that you could do to upgrade your lifestyle that's going to help you in your entrepreneurship, in your journey working for somebody else. That's going to shine through when you're on the job.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you have any questions about how we could help you on any of these things, how to become, take your passion and make it your profession, how to get paid for your passion, look us up, where we are. We're all over. You're watching us probably on Facebook and Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch.
Yeah.
Just
but the
DM
most important, if you don't know what your passion is, the most important thing is getting the assessment.
Yeah, get the assessment.
To kind of figure it out. Because I was 40 by the time I figured out that this was my passion.
Yeah.
Like I was passionate, but I didn't realize.
40 is better than 70.
It is.
Because we know some people who are 70 doing it.
It is. Hey, I'm thankful I found something that I really enjoy and honestly don't feel like I'm working. And that was shocking to me.
Yeah.
It really was, because I knew that I liked what I did.
Yeah.
But then when I started doing this, I was like,
wow. I mean, we work out every morning. We get up, we literally go to the beach, we do workouts. We're not at beck and call of people. I mean, we put the pressure on ourselves. We've crafted a life that has now taken years.
Yeah.
But our kids are growing up. We're not doing the school runs. We're not doing the PTA. So that's all behind us. Doesn't mean you can't do what you want to do if you're doing that. But for us, we've got it pretty good package right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that
we're
sacrifice,
lucky.
lucky bullshit. Steve Nudelberg would say
Yeah,
nothing.
I know. I don't believe
No
in
luck
luck
in it.
either. Yeah, it's preparation for the opportunity.
Yeah, I mean,
But it's also recognizing the opportunity when it
yes,
When it-
but that's still not lucky.
is available. No, it's
Yeah.
not. No.
You know, it's funny what they say. What luck is, it's funny how the people who work so hard are the ones that get lucky. You know?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, because they
something
don't show
to
you
it.
all the work that they did
Yeah,
to get
right.
to it. There's no
So-
quick fix. That's
No, there's no shortcut.
no.
You know,
no.
but finding out if you like an assessment, give us a call, DM us, come do Coaching Done Better, sign up as a member. Somebody say, I want to coach. It's absolutely free. Show up on my schedule that way. DM us.
Yeah,
however
finding
you'd
a
like to
coach
do it.
too that will help you make that transition. And,
Whew, we've
Yeah.
got them. We've got
Yeah.
some great coaches on there. In fact, we're going to be interviewing one this Thursday. Kathy Marcus will be on this show Thursday with me on StreamYard. She's a coach from Coaching Done Better. She's the first in the series that we're going to have of spotlighting our coaches. And so Kathy Marcus will be with us this Thursday on StreamYard at 2:30. We're gonna highlight Kathy's profile and talk about how she helps people. So
Great.
yes,
Awesome.
yeah. So
Yeah.
thanks for watching us today, listening to us. Let me do my outro. There we go. We got our music. Hit us up, coachingdonebetter.com, improving every day. Thanks for watching us today. Christy and Jeremy, we're out.
Bye, everybody.
See ya. See you tomorrow.